Hey y'all, iRick Sky here, and you've probably seen my MINIMAX Haluo AI videos. If you haven't, subscribe to my channel and check out that video playlist. I've got a ton now and tons more coming soon, as well as tutorials. But this is MINIMAX Audio, and MINIMAX Audio is one of the latest features that's part of the MINIMAX universe. And by the way, you can expand this video's description and click the link there to find where to sign up. But we're going to go through MINIMAX Audio step by step within this video so that you can see some of the cool things you can do with it. So starting with MINIMAX Audio Home, it says you can start typing here to create lifelike speech in multiple languages, voices, and emotions with MINIMAX AI. So I could type something here, I could choose a voice. There's a lot of voices that are readily available, but something that's really cool with this is that you can create your own voice. So let's do that, and I'll show you a real-world use case for MINIMAX Audio. So let's go to Voice Design. It says design entirely new voices from text description. It says example, excited and enthusiastic male tech blogger, fast-paced, high energy, and persuasive. So that's, obviously that's just an example, but how about we come up with something, let's create something totally different. A male voice with a thick British accent. The male is approximately 30 years old. The voice sounds somewhat, I'm not going to say very enthusiastic. Well, why not? Let's go with somewhat. The voice sounds somewhat enthusiastic. So that's descriptive enough. I could become more descriptive, but let's see what it does. I'm going to do generate, but before I do, let's proof it. A male voice with a thick British accent. The male is approximately 30 years old. The voice sounds somewhat enthusiastic. So we'll do generate. So it's generating this voice, and then we're going to go through this step by step, but I'm going to show you how to leverage this voice that I just created. Now, if you didn't want to create your own voice, as I mentioned, you could choose one of the existing voices, but it's kind of neat being able to generate a voice that's unique and really sets your...
generated by MINIMAX's latest voice design model.
Okay, so it previewed it there. Let's see. It gives me 3 options.
This voice is generated by MINIMAX's latest voice design model.
This voice is generated by MINIMAX's latest voice design model.
This voice is generated by MINIMAX's latest voice design model. This voice is generated by MINIMAX's latest voice design model. This voice is generated by MINIMAX's latest voice design model.
This voice is generated by MINIMAX's latest voice design model.
Personal preference, but I like voice number 3, so I'll select voice 3. And I'll just say semi-enthusiastic male British voice. And you can identify, and it's English. And there's my description from when I created it. So I'll do save voice.
This voice is generated by MINIMAX's latest voice design model.
And we can see it was generated today. So now let's go to text to speech. So we'll do, okay, and actually I've already got down there, and you can choose among various speech models, outstanding cloning accuracy and truly superior sound. I'm just going to go with the default. The voice obviously I want to go to, and as I mentioned earlier, I could choose from the out of the box voices, but in this case, let's choose the voice that I just created. So I'll do use, and what we can do here is type, or we could paste in if you had something that you had permissions to paste in and create text to speech. But let's just create something. George Cooney, the raccoon, is the most famous raccoon in the world. George Cooney lives at the Appalachian Ocean and loves to eat. Chef Eric's guy cooks and feeds George Cooney scraps daily. So let's do that. We'll do generate. And you've got options here. You can even change.
George Cooney, the raccoon, is the most famous raccoon in the world. George Cooney lives at the Appalachian Ocean and loves to eat. Chef Eric's guy cooks and feeds George Cooney scraps daily. George Cooney, the raccoon, is the most famous raccoon in the world. George Cooney lives at the Appalachian Ocean and loves to eat. Chef Eric's guy cooks and feeds George Cooney scraps daily.
So that sounds really good. So that was using the voice, obviously, that I just generated. Now, if you want to drill down, you can modify the speed, the pitch, the volume. So you've got a lot of options. Likewise, when you generate this, and that sounded great to me, the only thing that, and this is being very picky, but instead of Appalachian, let's hear that again.
George Cooney, the raccoon, is the most famous raccoon in the world. George Cooney lives at the Appalachian Ocean and loves to eat. Chef Eric's guy cooks and feeds George Cooney scraps daily.
Some people say Appalachian, some people say Appalachian. So that's the only thing from listening to this that I had a question about. Either is fine, but if it had butchered some words, you could do regenerate and regenerate what you just created. Now there's other things you can do, and by the way, I'll post updates. This is MINIMAX audio on June the 14th of calendar year 2025. But currently available, you can also do voice clone. You can clone a voice using as little as a 10-second clean voice clip, or you could record audio. So this is pretty neat. So we can do, I'm not going to use an audio clip. I'll just do, actually I'm recording audio right now for this presentation. So subscribe and check out my playlist and hear that in action. But I could clone my own voice, and then I don't have to actually speak when I'm narrating things. I can leverage the power of MINIMAX audio to convert text to speech using my voice.
Eric's guy cooks and feeds George Cooney scraps daily.
There's also voice isolator. You can isolate background noise to get pure speech audio for better quality. So if you've got something that was captured in a noisy environment, maybe there's a lot of traffic or whatever, this would enable the background noise to be separated from the voice, so you could hear what the people are saying. So we've looked at text to speech. We've looked at audio library again. We've got, and there's collected voices. I guess these are ones that could be obtained elsewhere, but the library is what's built in, and you can go through, you can choose the language, you can choose, see, check this out.
你好，好開心可以為你提供配音服務。
So that was in Cantonese. Currently it's got English, Arabic, Cantonese, Chinese, Mandarin, Dutch, French, German, Indonesian, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Portuguese. It's got a long list here, look at that. And then you can even drill down to the accent, the gender, the age, youth, young adult, adult, middle-aged, senior. So there's a lot of flexibility already. And, you know, as I've mentioned, if you've watched my MINIMAX video tutorials and MINIMAX video creations, the technology continues to get better. So this right now, MINIMAX audio is already great, and I'm super excited to see how this will continue to evolve. So if you want to create high quality AI generated video for your whatever you're using it for. I mean, I use AI audio for video on YouTube, but you may be using it for presentation, who knows, presentations and or other use cases. But again, expand this video's description and click the link there. I've linked both the MINIMAX AI audio website that I'm using now, where you can choose to sign up, and then also I've linked the API, so you can find that there as well. So just really, really cool technology. MINIMAX is knocking it out of the park with their tool sets, and I get excited every time I fire it up. So I wanted to post this video. If you haven't checked out MINIMAX audio, again, expand this video's description and click the link there. I think you'll have a good time. This was just my tutorial, quick tutorial. So tell me what you found if you sign up for MINIMAX audio. What's your favorite feature? Share below. Thanks for your viewership. Y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, Captain Irix Guy here. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe. It's youtube.com/Irix Guy. And ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.